Aloha guys, welcome back to my channel. Mermaid Nina here. Well, it's a new month. Actually, we're very far into the month, but either way, it is time for an updates video. That's right. A lot of information has come out since my last updates video. Sadly, I didn't do a September updates because I was at Disney World, that's right, but I've got some September/October updates for you, which include D23 announcements, yep, and it's almost time to talk about Christmas, guys. So we got Festival of the Holidays, along with some other news like price increases. Yeah, we got to talk about it. So anyway, guys, let's get into September/October. Either way, whatever month you want to talk about, we've got an updates video. Are you ready? First thing, let's talk about D23. Now, D23 every year is full of announcements. Some of it is like we're planning to kind of sort of do something, we're looking into doing something, we're thinking about doing something, and then there's stuff like, yep, we're actually doing it. So I'm going to talk to you guys about a few of the things that kind of, struck a chord with me. Either I was interested in it or I was like, what? Why? So we're going to talk about a few of those announcements. So in no particular order, right? D23 stuff. First thing is they announced Test Track is going to get refurbished. Now I find this very interesting because Test Track is a popular ride. It's usually in the 90+ minute wait zone. So to change a popular ride is always like, okay, well, why? Because obviously fans love it the way it is. But if you ever ridden Test Track, you will notice that the queue area outside of the building of your own car, especially post-ride queue area where they just show off all the cars that you could purchase, if you're a bazillionaire. I always wondered if they could do something different with that space. So I don't know if this is what they're gonna do in that space, but they are gonna kind of revamp Test Track to be closer to the world emotion. So that's gonna be a very interesting. They are gonna do it with the thought of optimism, right? They wanna do it in honor of Walt and his spirit of optimism. So yeah, Test Track, I doubt the actual physical ride is gonna change. I just wonder if that queue area is going to be adapted more to World of Motion, which I'm really kind of excited about because World of Motion is only something I've seen on TV. It's nothing I was able to experience in real life. So yeah, that's pretty exciting to me about Test Track. Next thing up is Star Tours. Now they did say this is going to affect Star Tours at Disney World and Disneyland. However, the image also shows Paris. Either way, Star Tours was announced a while ago, pre-D23, that it was getting some updates. It was getting some new destinations that you could possibly visit on your tour in Star Tours, yeah. But they did announce that Ahsoka will be joining the team over at Star Tours. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to all of a sudden see Ahsoka being involved. Obviously, Disney's trying to push, the Ahsoka fans out there who love both of the shows on Disney Plus. Not only Ahsoka as the name of the show, but also the Rebels. So yeah, Ahsoka will be joining Star Tours. Next up, the Haunted Mansion. Okay, so I've talked about this several times because they told us last D23, yeah, over a year ago, that the Hatbox Ghost was coming. So yeah, we've been waiting for a year, Disney, and now finally at this year's D23, yeah, so over a year since they previously announced it, the Hatbox Ghost is officially finally coming to Magic Kingdom in November of this year. So that's right, next month. He should be there early November. I'm pretty sure they gave the date, but I couldn't find it when I did my research. Either way, November, Hatbox Ghost will be at Magic Kingdom. Now, this is what the interesting part is. If you've ever been to Disneyland's Haunted Mansion, the Hatbox Ghost is in the attic. So just after the attic scene where you see, the bride with her, axe, he's kind of in the corner as your doom buggy gets ready to tilt backwards into the graveyard scene, right? That's where the Hatbox Ghost is at land. Well, Disney World apparently is putting their Hatbox Ghost in the hallway scene. That's right, the scene where you kind of sort of in the beginning of the ride where there's the floating candelabra and you kind of see this long hallway. Yeah, that's where they're putting the Hatbox Ghost. Of course, my curiosity is there's a chair that sits there that is known as the Donald Duck chair. In fact, you would know what I was talking about if you have done to the Keys to the Kingdom tour. They do talk about that chair. So yeah, Disney, are you relocating the Donald Duck chair? Is Donald Duck chair gonna stay there along with the Hatbox Ghost? Either way, I'm very curious. But finally, guys, Hatbox Ghost, Magic Kingdom hallway scene, November 2023. Yeah, next month. Next thing up is the Country Bear Jamboree. Now, this one didn't shock me at all. There have been rumors and rumors for years and years and years that Country Bear Jamboree wasn't gonna last. I was hoping if they were gonna refurbish it, they were gonna do a total gut out and redo. There was rumors that it was gonna be like a Toy Story cowboy kind of country situation, which would have been cool, but no. Country Bear Jamboree is getting refurbished and revamped to being a whole new musical score of Disney tunes. So they're taking away the current tunes, which some might call a little not appropriate. Not saying I'm one of those people. I'm just saying there are those people out there who do not appreciate the silliness that is the Country Bear Jamboree. So Disney is changing the music now. They will be making those Disney tunes. However, they are still gonna feature country music. So they are working with country music stars, right? And trying to take Disney tunes and give them like a country swing. So that'll be interesting. I also assume they're gonna revamp the bears themselves, perhaps modernize them, not really sure. But it's always hard when Disney takes an existing attraction that some people love, maybe not everyone, and they completely just redo it. So even though it's gonna have the same bears like Big Al and Trixie and all the bears that we love, it's just gonna be a different situation. So point being, if you love Country Bear Jamboree, if you have yet to see the Country Bear Jamboree, now is the time before Disney changes that out. Next thing up features the Pirates of the Caribbean. Now they are not changing the ride. Hopefully they've done enough damage, if you ask me, to that ride. That is the one ride I will say over and over again, I wish they would bring back to the original. Yes, I am a fan of the redhead, the original redhead. Anyway, they're gonna do a pirate lounge in that area in that space near the Pirates of the Caribbean. So yeah, that's pretty exciting, a pirate lounge. I'm excited for that. One thing they did say is it's gonna feature Barker Bird. Now, if anyone knows who Barker Bird is, I associate Barker Bird with this guy. This is Barker Bird from the Tiki Room. He would always give you some stories and sing some songs and do some silliness at the beginning of the Tiki Room. This is Barker Bird. So Pirates is saying they're gonna do a Barker Bird, but it can't be this Barker Bird because this is Tiki Room. So I did have to look it up. There is a Barker Bird. Why they use the same name, it got me. That used to be featured at the beginning of the Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's a parrot bird who does the same kind of thing and tells stories and jokes and makes comments. Disneyland's Pirates of the Caribbean actually also has a Barker or parrot or pirate bird featuring at the end of their ride. So yeah, apparently they're gonna add a Barker bird, whichever bird they're talking about here. Similar to this, probably just dressed up like a pirate, right, is gonna be in this lounge. Now, I love this idea because if you ever go to Disneyland, they have the birdie Rosita, who they do actually talk about her on the Tiki Room. You'll hear that one of them says something like, anyone seen Rosita, or where did Rosita go? Well, she's at the Tropical Hideaway now. That had been refurbished. So she is actually at Disneyland, and she does some singing and some spinning around where you would get your Dole Whip. Again, that's at Disneyland. So if that's a Dole Whip lounge, I would assume they're gonna do a similar thing with this Pirate Lounge featuring the pirate Barker bird. Either way, pretty exciting. Next thing up is Disney announced the 7th cruise ship, right? So we got the original 4. Let's see, Magic, Dream, Fantasy, and Wonder. And then the Wish came out, so you can sail 5 right now. Then they announced the Disney Treasure that will be out later next year. They finally announced the 7th ship because they were building 3. I think it was 3, not 4. Anyway, it's going to be called the Disney Adventure. That's going to be Disney Cruise Line's official 7th ship. However, it's going to be sailing around Singapore and throughout Asia. So yeah, if you want to experience the Disney Adventure, you're going to have to go a little bit farther away than Orlando, Florida, but that's really exciting, the Disney Adventure. Next thing announced. And I realize some people are really upset with this particular announcement. I, however, couldn't be happier. So yeah, Zootopia is coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom. However, I thought they would put Zootopia around the Dinosaur USA area. In fact, I thought it would be great to revamp the dinosaur ride into Zootopia. Nope. They're gonna redo the It's a Bug's Life show that's inside the Tree of Life. So the Tree of Life Theater is now gonna get turned into Zootopia. I find this very interesting because Zootopia doesn't really feature a lot of critters that live inside trees, right? A lot of those critters in that movie live in houses and buildings and go shopping and live human lives, right? So why are we putting a show inside a tree? Find that very interesting. Hopefully Disney does a good job. But yes, this is another one of those situations. If you love It's a Bug's Life, you need to watch it now, make some memories, because it'll soon be a Zootopia. Next thing up here is they announced a huge Magic Kingdom expansion. All they said was coming soon. Not a lot of information. I think it's going to be put behind a Big Thunder Railroad, but they're saying it's the largest ever expansion of Magic Kingdom, and they want us to think size-wise, like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the size of that expansion, or even Pandora, the size of that expansion. So they are going to be adding to Magic Kingdom. So that'll be interesting. Very, very, wonder what they're gonna do there. So anyway, that's exciting. Look forward to that. Last thing on the list here per D23 is more Animal Kingdom, guys. So Animal Kingdom gets a bad rap. People think it's just a zoo, or people don't think it's an all-day park. I'm pretty sure Disney's trying to fix this. Not everyone loves It's a Bug's Life, so switching out that show does make sense. Zootopia, not sure about that, but switching out It's a Bug's Life does make sense. They're also adding somewhere Encanto. Okay, great. I get that. There's animals in that movie. That makes sense, right? And then Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones doesn't really strike me as a huge Animal Kingdom like makes sense situation, but that I don't make up the stories, guys. So D23 announced that Encanto and Indiana Jones is coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom in the Dino Land USA area. In fact, it's presumed that the actual dinosaur ride, which I have told you guys before, is the exact same track and ride vehicle as Indiana Jones over at Disneyland. One can assume they're just going to take the Indiana Jones that's at Disneyland and plop it in Dinosaur, because it is indeed the exact same track and ride system and the whole thing. I just can't feel like how Indiana Jones and Encanto, two completely different everything, is all going to fit not only inside Dino Land USA, which I'm assuming they're getting rid of, but to make sense in Animal Kingdom. So that's going to be a real interesting segue into how Disney's going to make that make sense. I would have thought you could have put Encanto inside the Tree of Life, right? Kind of the cousin that, you know, can talk to animals, like make his room, like inside a giant tree, like that might make sense. And then take Dinosaur, turn that into Zootopia, and leave Indiana Jones at Disneyland. It's an excellent ride, don't get me wrong, but I just can't wrap my mind around it, guys. If you have a better understanding than me, yes, absolutely put it in the comments. But yes, those are the big changes coming soonish per D23. There were also a few other announcements that were made, but they happened already. So we're going to talk about it later on in this video. So let's move on from D23, shall we? We're going to talk about no one's favorite subject ever. Price increases. Yeah, Disney raised their prices again. In fact, we are slowly seeing more and more ways that they have increased the price because sadly, they did it overnight, like very secretively, without notice. Usually as a travel agent, they give us a heads up and they'll say, such and such is going up, you know, tell your clients now. This just happened overnight. It was just like, boom, price increase. So we're gonna talk about it. First, I don't want you guys getting all upset. Disney is a business. They are gonna raise their prices. In fact, they do this yearly. And I have said this before, but Disney World's fiscal year does not start in January. It starts in October, which is why the Galactic Star Cruiser ended right before October 1st. So it makes sense that in October, right before the holiday season, Disney does a huge price increase. I just get irritated because, you know, like it's like everything increased and there was no warning or heads up, but whatever, we're gonna get into it. One of the secret things that went up in price was food. Food pretty much all over the park is going up in price. If it's not up yet, it will be. This was mostly seen for, you know, fixed priced menu items like at restaurants. So like Cinderella's Royal Table, Be Our Guest, where you have a set price that you pay, a buffet meal, family style meals, where it's always this is your price. That was noticed to definitely go up. Tours went up, Disney World tours. In fact, I just did the Wild Africa trek, showed you guys all about it. I have a video. I say in that video specifically, the tour is $200. Not anymore, it's like $225 now. So yeah, prices went up pretty much everywhere, but food is gonna, if food hasn't gone up yet, it is slowly gonna, because they're probably getting ready for not only, like I said, holiday season, but the meal plan comes into effect next year. That's only 2 months away, guys. So Disney is obviously planning ahead. The other thing that went up is parking. Yeah, of course it did. It only went up $5, but still $5 and you're there for a week, that adds up. So parking standard now, if you want to go and park to, you know, park at one of the parks, it's going to be $30 for standard parking. Now, other various preferred like parking, depending on car, motorcycle, whatever you're driving, that went up to $45, $50, and $55. So basically parking all around Disney World has gone up at least $5. Annual passes, this one hurts. I'm an annual pass holder and I have 4 people in my family. So you take the cost of what the annual pass holder price increased, times it times 4, and I've got a hefty increase on my hands. But annual passes went up about $40 to $50 per pass. So that's an extra $200 for my family to pay if we want to renew. The other big thing that went up that we noticed right away as travel agents, we noticed this instantly because we sell this daily, Memory Maker. Now I have a whole video about Memory Maker and how much I love it. It used to be $169. As long as you purchased it within 3 days of your trip, it was $169. It is now $185. I have to wrap my mind around it because I've been saying $169 for years. So to raise it to $185, they haven't had a price increase on Memory Maker for years. So yes, it was probably due to finally have a price increase. So as long as you get Memory Maker within 3 days of your trip, it is $185. Now, if you wait until while you're there or the day before, it's gonna be $210. Used to be $199, now it's $210. So yes, Memory Maker went up, annual passes went up, parking went up, food went up. Hotel prices, if they haven't gone up yet, they definitely will. For the new year, like I said, everything goes up. I remember when mouse ears used to be 20 bucks. Now we're getting close to 40. So it's just a thing, prices go up. But this is the part I found interesting, right? So the morning of the slow, secretive price increase, Disney put out a huge announcement. Was it to distract from the fact that they slowly raised prices? I don't know. But this is a huge plus, guys. Disney made a huge announcement, wanted everyone to know. Coming soon, Hopper passes will now have the all-day access. This is awesome. Absolutely love this. I've been waiting for this announcement for several years now. So starting next year, January 9th, so after all the holiday stuff, you no longer have to wait until 2 p.m. to hop. You can hop whenever you want. So as long as you have the Hopper Pass, if you want, you can go to Animal Kingdom just to ride Pandora and then go to Magic Kingdom and spend the rest of your day there. You can go to Epcot just to ride Guardians of the Galaxy, get your pass, and then go to Magic Kingdom for the rest of your day. Whatever you want, you can hop as many times as you want and at whatever time that you want. Absolutely love that. Like I said previously, it was 2 o'clock. In the fine print, you know me and my fine print, in the fine print of this announcement, it does say per capacity limitations. That's right. So for those of us who remember going to Disney World pre-COVID, back when Hopper passes also didn't have any timestamp on them, there were certain times of the year where you did not want to hop. For example, Christmas. Christmas would get filled up so quickly to capacity that no one else could enter, meaning you couldn't start one place and then hop to Christmas for the fireworks show. So there are situations where you might not be able to hop per capacity levels, which of course Disney doesn't tell us what those levels are. So just assume if it's a popular day at whatever given park, you might want to start there because you might not be able to actually hop there once it's at capacity. Again, I'm talking about a few days out of the year, not every day, nothing to freak out about. But yeah, Hopper passes, all day access will be back starting next year, January 9th. But let's keep going, guys. So I know it's October, I'm wearing my Halloween ears, but they came out with some announcements regarding Christmas time. That's right, specifically at Epcot, the Festival of the Holidays. Now, if you've watched any of my previous holiday videos, you will know that this is my favorite. I absolutely love Festival of the Holidays over at Epcot, which starts around Thanksgiving. We have a date, it's November 24th. So starting November 24th, I do believe through December 30th-ish, right? So just past Christmas, Epcot will be celebrating its Festival of the Holidays. And this means so much holiday magic. I can't wait to share it with you. First thing is the Candlelight Processional. Right now, the Candlelight Processional, if you want the dining package, which we'll talk about a little bit, is live right now. So if you are going holiday season and it's already time to make your dining reservations, yeah, you can book Candlelight Processional now. So just make sure you know that now. But they did announce some new celebrity narrators, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, first we have Anne Margaret. I absolutely love Anne Margaret. Brandon Fraser, yeah, he's a new name. Eva Longoria, so that'll be interesting. Joey McIntyre, that's right, from New Kids on the Block. Whoop, whoop. Anyone know who New Kids on the Block is? Yeah, Joey McIntyre was my sister's huge love interest. She had such the biggest crush on Joey McIntyre that I think we heard about his name pretty much daily. So yeah, Joey McIntyre is probably going to bring in quite a few ladies from my age group to see him. And then we have Jordan Fisher. I absolutely love Jordan Fisher. Of course, he sings the Happily Ever After song. So absolutely love that. There are a few other new celebrity names. Those are just the ones I jotted down. But the Candlelight Processional features a celebrity narrator, right? Retelling the story of Christmas. It does have a religious connotation in it for sure. There are some stories of, you know, baby Jesus and stuff like that. It also features a 50-piece orchestra. That's right. They play live right in front of you, a 50-piece orchestra. They also have trumpet players, absolutely just breathtakingly beautiful. The Voices of Liberty. The Voices of Liberty come out and sing alongside the orchestra, along with some local carolers as well. So make sure you check out the Candlelight Processional. Now, my preferred way to catch it is to do the dining package. And that's what's live right now. So this is when you purchase a package to eat at a select restaurant. I think there's like 8 or so restaurants that you can pick from. When you get to that restaurant, they're gonna give you a ticket to return to the Candlelight Processional later on in the evening. So whether you eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it doesn't matter. You're paying a set price, and it includes a seat to the Candlelight Processional. The Candlelight Processional is technically free. Anyone can go to it if you can get a seat. That's right. People will line up for hours to get into the Candlelight Processional. So the best way to guarantee yourself a spot is to just book a dining package. Yes, you're paying more, but you're paying to have that secure seat. So yes, definitely look that up on your app and go ahead and get those passes now if it's time for you to get your dining. The other thing that was announced is Santa. Santa's coming back, guys. Santa comes to Disney World every year. He makes sure all the toys and workshop things are in order and helps celebrate with us at Disney World. He is coming starting November 24th, and of course he will be hanging out with guests all the way to Christmas Eve, December 24th. So he'll be here for a month. He comes every year. It's very, very exciting. Santa will be meeting at the Odyssey this year. So last year I think we saw him in the American Pavilion. This year he's going to be at the Odyssey. I'm assuming so they can have more space for Santa's friends, and maybe they can do a fun picture backdrop. Last year the backdrop was random people walking behind Santa, so that was a little interesting. The next thing that was announced is Storytellers from around the world. Now, I absolutely love these storytellers. Last year, we purposely waited for every single storyteller at every single country to show up so we could listen to their tales of the holidays per their, country, per their culture, right? So my favorite is Barn Santa in Norway. Love hearing about the Barn Santa. And then you've got the Chinese lion dancers. That is beautiful. And I absolutely love the Hanukkah stories as well. So yes, make sure you guys check out the storytellers from around the world. But yes, Festival of the Holidays is everything you can possibly imagine. It's music and decorations and ride overlays. Yep. Lots of eating, lots of merchandise, and much, much more. In fact, Holiday Kitchens will be back, so make sure you guys pick up an updated guide that's going to show you all the different eats and drinks that you can get per these holiday kitchens. And then at the back is the cookie stroll. This is my attempt at filling out my cookie stroll last year, but it lists all these specific cookies. Once you buy 5 cookies, they give you a stamp. You get a free treat at the very end. So yes, they have a list of cookies, usually one in every country-ish that you can purchase. You can purchase the same cookie over and over again. That's what I do. Or you can give a taste to all the different cookies, get your thing filled out, get your stamp, and then get your free treat. But yes, Holiday Kitchens, the cookie stroll, all of that is coming back. And so is Olaf's Holiday Tradition Expedition. Now this is the scavenger hunt. They do this for every holiday. I have previously shown you these before. You purchase a park map for 10 bucks. It's a special park map that comes with stickers. Every time you find Olaf in the specific area, you put the corresponding sticker on the Olaf. Anyway, it's good fun. It's great for the kids to help them get out and explore Epcot. And you know what? Us adults love it too. So don't forget to check out Olaf's Holiday Tradition. But that's enough of Epcot's Festival of the Holidays for now, but I've got more news regarding Epcot, guys. Let's hop to it because this video is getting a little long. Sorry about that. Journey of Water is finally open for everyone. Anyone and everyone can go and explore the Journey of Water that is at Epcot, of course, featuring Moana. So yes, that is 100% now open, but this is what you need to know. When it first opened, it did indeed have a boarding group or a virtual queue. Now it does say in the fine print that at any given time, they can reinstate this boarding group / virtual queue. So I think if they find that the Journey of Water just gets too clustered with people, they might bring that back. I'm assuming for the holiday season, there's a good chance that could be back. So if you're trying to see the Journey of Water, make sure you check the app early in the morning and make sure there isn't a required virtual queue or boarding group for that. But yes, that is really exciting. What you need to know about the Journey of Water is it is not a ride at all. And it's not even a timed situation. It is a going at your own pace walkthrough. That's it. It's a walkthrough and exploration of water. It is not timed. You can spend as little and as much time in that area as you want. It's not a ride. It's technically an attraction, but it's something you do at your own pace. Maybe something you want to do as you're killing time for your next Genie Plus. Either way, that is Journey of Water. And note, they do have a dry or a wet zone. So if you have little kiddos and it's hot and you want them to get drenched, they can go in the wet area. If you want to stay back and stay dry, there's a dry area for you as well. And also, because this is inspired by Moana, she was meeting and greeting guests when it first opened. But Moana right now, especially on the app, is at Animal Kingdom. So they're saying Moana might stop by over at Epcot for Journey of Water. So I don't know if Moana's gonna relocate from Animal Kingdom to Epcot. I would have thought she would have done that already. So Moana is someone you may or may not meet in the area. And if you really, really wanna meet her, always check the app, but she's currently at Animal Kingdom. Next up is Figment, that they announced at D23, so like literally the next day or 2 days later, they announced it. Figment is finally, after announcing it to the last D23, finally this year, Figment is a meet and greet. That's right. You can meet an actual real live Figment himself over at Epcot. He is at the exit of his ride, Journey into Imagination with Figment. So yeah, when Figment first came out to meet people, he had like an 8-hour line. It's pretty obnoxious. I don't think the wait's that long anymore. So yeah, if you want to hug and get signatures and things from Figment, don't forget to check that out at Epcot. They also announced a new nighttime spectacular for Epcot. Now, we already knew about it. They announced it for the last D23. But this year we've got some information. We have a name. It's going to be called Aluminous, the Symphony of Us. Yep, that's the new name. Could they have made it any longer? I kind of liked Harmonious. That was real easy to say. It was just one word. Either way, Aluminous will be out December 5th this year. So yeah, in 2 months, only a few weeks away. I'm excited, so I'll be checking that out and hopefully filming that for you guys. The last thing here for Epcot is Soaring. So Soaring Around the World is a ride, is an attraction that I happen to love. There are 2 Soarings, one's in California and one is in Disney World. So the different Soarings have different videos that you watch and you soar around the world, right? Well, Disneyland has Soaring Around California. Disney World has Soaring Around the World. They announced during D23 that Soaring Around California was coming to Disney World. So right now, if you want to go ride Soarin', you actually get to see Soarin' over California. So it's the same ride, same situation, the video that you're watching and the way that you're gonna soar is gonna be slightly different because it's different footage. Now, this is the footage that is near and dear to my heart because I am from California, so I cannot wait to see Soaring over California yet again. It's my favorite. So yeah, make sure you guys check that out. Of course, that's in honor of Disney's big celebration right now, which is Disney 100. Yeah, we're almost done, I promise. A few things else to mention here. Animal Kingdom got some new eats that just arrived to that park. Again, I think they're trying to push Animal Kingdom as the park to go to. In fact, I said this about my Animal Kingdom top 10 things to do video, that everyone thinks of Epcot as being the place for food. I think the true place for food is Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom has such amazing eats. In fact, they just got some new eats over at Animal Kingdom, so make sure you check out all those menus. And yeah, some of the eats are even plant-based, so I'm so excited for that. Also, some new eats arrived at some of the Disney resorts. So Wilderness Lodge, Coronado Springs, and Caribbean Beach all got new eats at their restaurants, at their locations. So if you're looking for something new, Animal Kingdom and those 3 resorts. Last thing on my list is just a little bit. We're gonna talk about Disney Cruise Line for just a smidgen. First, Disney Band Plus. That is the Magic Band Plus. Change the name to Disney Band Plus for Disney Cruise Line. It is the exact same thing. So you can go on a cruise and you can use a magic band and you can take your Disney band from the cruise and use it at the parks as a magic. It's the same thing. They just, for whatever reason, gave it a different name when they're talking about cruising. So yes, Disney Cruise Line's Disney Band Plus is now gonna be working on the Dream starting November 20th. So yeah, next month. So now Disney Band Plus works on the Disney Wish, the Disney Fantasy, the Disney Magic, and soon to be the Disney Dream. In fact, if you're sailing anytime soon on the Dream, you can go ahead and order yourself a Disney Band Plus. Again, starts on sailings November 20th. In fact, you can order your band between 45 and 11 days prior to sailing. And remember, the Disney Band, the Magic Band, both the Plus, the exact same thing. Exact same thing. In fact, you can swap them interchangeably all you want. It just, for whatever reason, they gave it a different name. The other announcement here per Disney Cruise Line is the Disney Treasure. Now, the Disney Treasure is Disney's ship number 6. It will officially sail now December 2024. So next year, basically almost a year from now. In fact, you can book it now. You want to be the first person on the Disney Treasure? Yep, you can book it now. But they did announce that there will be a new show on this ship, the Disney Treasure, featuring Moana. That's right, the Tale of Moana is going to be the new show, only found on the Disney Treasure. In fact, when they built the Disney Treasure, they decided to change a few of the spaces, so they've got some new theming on the Disney Treasure that the other ships do not have. They are going to have theming inspired by 2000 Leagues Under the Sea. They're going to have a skipper bar inspired by Jungle Cruise. I'm thinking it's going to be like the Tiki Bar at Disneyland, but this is going to be a Jungle Cruise version, a skipper bar. That's pretty exciting. And they're going to have spaces inspired by Epcot, specifically Figment and Spaceship Earth. In fact, they're saying Figment's going to be hidden throughout that space that is inspired by Epcot. So that's pretty exciting. Anyway, guys, sorry this video is so long. That is it for my updates. The other thing I wanted to mention is if you are not booked for Disney right now, you might want to look into it because there are tons of deals right now for both Disneyland and Disney World. So if you've been thinking about going and you haven't quite pressed the book it button yet, you might want to think about it because Disney has put out so many amazing deals. I think because of low attendance, so this might just be the time to go to Disney World and score a deal. Don't forget, I am a travel agent, and yep, I can book a Disneyland, Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, and even Universal for you guys. And I just want to mention, as we close out, is anyone who has seen my previous vlogs from my most recent trip, I'm really, really, really sorry. Those vlogs, some of them were a little bit shaky. Unfortunately, I found out when I got home and when I was done filming everything that the stabilization was turned off. I use a very expensive, very professional vlogger's camera, and it turns out that to turn off stabilization is by pressing one single button. Well, that button accidentally got pressed. I'm not sure by whom or when, and I didn't know how shaky some of that footage was until I came home. I'm really, really, really sorry about that, guys. I tried really, really hard to try to save the footage and pop in images, and I got rid of some footage, but it was really, really bad when I'm actually walking. The stabilization was, I'm just sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Please stick with me. I was as disappointed, I think, as you are when I saw that footage, because that was like, it's like going on a trip and you take all these pictures only to get home you forgot to put in film, or somehow everything got deleted. I mean, that's kind of how I felt. I was very, very upset about it. So I'm really, really sorry if some of the footage may have been a little too shaky for you to watch. Maybe skip ahead or close your eyes. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I appreciate you guys sticking around with me. I was very devastated to find that out, but I found out the problem. It is fixed. So going forward, my next adventures should be awesome, just like they always were. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. Those are the Disney updates as of now. We're gonna end this quickly because this video is already too long. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If the subscribe button is red, please click it, turn it gray, hit the bell icon for notifications. Like this video, pretty please, and comment. What did you think about the D23 changes? Is there something you're like, yeah, so excited about? Or is there something like me, you're like, why is Zootopia inside of a tree? Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Anyone headed to the festival, the holidays? I know I am. I'm so excited. Let me know in the comments if you have already gotten the Candlelight Processional or if you're looking forward to getting that. All the things, guys, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to share my videos and my content. I totally appreciate it. But yeah, as always, guys, mahalo for watching. Nina out. Bye.